Okay, some of you today were struggling, not struggling maybe is the wrong word, but we're a little confused about the dates. Um, you had years, for example, year one, year two, year three, but um, how we can actually get the date that would correspond with that year. So I'm going to do a few examples with you, kind of show you how you can do this. So, for example, let's say your birthday was February 3rd, 1998. Okay? After on your first birthday, well, I would know it should be February 3rd, 1999. Okay, great. And then your second birthday would be on February 3rd, 2000, etc., etc. Now, the question or the idea would really be to get the computer to do this for you. So, here's what we're going to do. Every date is basically made up of a month, a day, and a year. Okay? So, for example, just to show you, I could find out the day of this by typing in equals day, and I could type in this date, and it'll spit out the day. It's the 3rd. Okay, and similarly, I could type equals month, and put this in, and it would spit out the month of February. And I could type in equals year, and I could select that, and it'll spit out 1998. So every date is made up of a day, a month, and a year. Okay. What I want to do is I want to increase the date by 1 year. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put equals date. Okay. Now a date, if we look at the little question mark, whoops. A date is made up of a year, a month, and a day, if I look at the sequence here. So I want this date to be the year that this is, comma, the month that this is, comma, the day that this is, the day of this date. Now, if I just do that, I'm going to get 2/3/1998. Well, I want my birthday for my first. I want the day of my first birthday. So that's not 2/3/1998. That's my actual day I was born. So what I can do is I can take my year, okay, and add 1 to it. I will add 1. And voila, I get 2/3/1999. Because what I did was I took the year I was born, which is the year of B1, in other words, the year of my birth date, and I added 1 to that year, and kept the month the same. It's the same month as B1, and the same day as B1. Okay. Now if I drag this formula down, that will work very nicely. Okay, because what it's doing is it's taking the previous day, a previous year. Okay, if I look here, I'm taking the previous year and I'm adding 1 to it. And I'm taking the previous year and I'm adding 1 to it. So that actually works very nicely to produce your birthday. So for example, my 5th birthday was 2/3/2003. Because what the spreadsheet did was it took the previous year and added 1 and kept the month and the day the same. So I can drag this down, and voila, I will get all my birthdays. Okay, so for example, my 22nd birthday would be on 2/3/2020. Okay, this is also very useful for months. So let's say, for example, I rent a house, all right, and my rent is due on the 15th of every month. In other words, I started leasing it on the 15th. Okay, I can do the same thing with this to figure out when I'm going to need my rent due. So I can type in date. Okay, the year is going to be, I'm going to start off with this year. The month, all right, the month, let's just start off with getting the month for F1 and the day for F1. Okay, this will simply return 10/15/2015. I haven't done anything. But what I want to do is I'm paying rent every month. I want to increase this month by 1 and press enter. And now I have the date of my rent payment, which is going to be November 15th, 2015. And then if I scroll down, if I scroll my formula down, what it said was take the previous month, the F2 month, and add 1, just add 1 to the month. Okay? Now, interestingly enough, if I take that date and add 1 to the month, This automatically puts me into 2016, which is pretty cool. It knows that, okay, if I'm going from December 15th to January 15th, I have to move up a year. It almost knows how to carry that. And now you can figure out the dates here. And so what's basically going on is I can figure out what date things are happening on by using the date function in Google Sheets. So what I would like you guys to do right now is if you go to the next sheet, which I'm going to rename Interest Calculator, and you'll see this on your document, I would like you to pick a start date for your loan. And the start date I would like you to pick is today's date. So you can put today's date in here. Okay? And simply in this date formula, create the next year's date. So this will be for the next year's date, and you're going to do this. Okay? And you're going to be able to scroll down your formula. And here, I would like you to pick a start date of today's date. And here I would like you to put the next month's date and be able to scroll down. Okay? And then we'll actually have dates for certain things. Okay? And after you're done with that, I would also like you to fill in the formulas for interest earned and the amount in the account if we're investing $5,000 at 2%. So this will be review. So you're going to need formulas here and a formula here. And then the next phase of the lesson is we're going to talk about monthly rate interest. But before we do that, I need the dates filled out here, date filled out here, okay? Interest earned filled out here, whoops. Amount in the account filled out here, and my dates here. Now remember, this is monthly. So this is going to be next month's date as opposed to next year's date, because we're going to talk about how to calculate interest every month, which is a little different than calculating it every year. Okay, good job, guys.